Hello and welcome to another episode of Designer Talks. I'm here with Nikki Abbott just to find out a bit more about her collection and what we can expect to see in the graduate show. So hi Nikki.
Hiya.
Do you want to start by telling us a bit more about your collection, the vision behind it or inspiration for it?
Yeah, so my collection's called Fragility, and it's heavily inspired by the sense of community as well.
Mm-hmm.
It basically celebrates the kind of spiritual process that you go through when you become fragile at a point in your life, and it celebrates that because it's actually such a pivotal point of growth for people. So yeah, it's trying to shine that in a positive light instead of a negative.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of thought and effort put into that. Like, how much time did you actually spend or devote into actually deciding on your final thing?
I think it was actually a concept that I kind of created when I came into this year, so I kind of thought about it over the summer. And it ended up becoming what it is, like through the research and everything. Yeah. But the kind of main, ethos behind it, it was something that was within myself, I think.
How important would you say that having a thing that you feel is you're passionate about how important would you say that is to coming up with a good collection?
So important. I think it's so important. It's like within a dissertation, I think, as well. I'm spent a year doing this project. You need to be passionate about what it is, and I think it doesn't necessarily need to be really deep, but it needs to be something that you have an interest in, because you're going to spend a lot of time working on it and talking about it.
So what kind of challenges have you faced so far with the collection, if any?
I'm also doing Shingo Sato's method of TR pattern cutting.
Okay.
Mine's slightly different, so I'm taking a Japanese technique called Naikato. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's this inverted flap technique that I'm then kind of putting all across the body, enlarging and compressing the scale of it and kind of putting it all over the body. So I kind of have to make the original shape first and then lay that flap over and make that fit the body, etc.
Is that something that's taken up a lot of time?
Yes, but I did know it going in. So I kind of anticipated this, and I tried to do as much trialing and techniques before. So in my research, I don't think I could have anticipated what specific items are going to be so troubling. I think that's been the biggest shock, is the ones I thought would be really hard and be quite easy, and vice versa.
So would you say it's really important to kind of learn the techniques and plan ahead for what you're doing in your third year before actually getting into third year?
Yeah, I think it's important, but I also think you can't ever plan for everything. And I think you just need to stand with the process that it will take time and not take too much pressure with how everybody else is doing around you.
Would you say that meeting with your lecturers and stuff are kind of keeping you on track and
definitely
make you feel more confident?
Definitely, I think it's quite important. Sometimes it's I'm nervous doing it, but I think it's so important because they help you and they're there to help you, and they'll let you know when you're going far off into a tangent and kind of bring you back, and they're constantly reminding you what your idea is and what the main goal is. So I think
that's really good. Do you kind of want to talk us through what you're wearing today?
So in terms of outfit, this is the car I kind of dress every day, which is black.
It's a bit smart casual.
I like that. Smart casual, it's a bit comfortable.
So obviously your necklace kind of stands out.
Thank you.
Are they special to you?
So each necklace has a meaning. They're all kind of personal in one way, but I love how they layer. They kind of have some chain. All of them are pretty sure are presents, unless I bought them for myself. I think this is the only one that I bought myself. But they all have different meaning, purpose, and the chains can be sometimes separate to the pendant.
Are they something that you wear quite regularly?
I wear these every day without fail.
Do you get lots of compliments on them?
I do. Sometimes I won't wear these two. So that when I'm wearing
simple.
That's my simple look.
Okay.
Cool.
Would you say there's any piece of clothing or accessory that you think everyone should own?
A good pair of statement trousers.
Yeah.
I'm a royal trouser girl. I'm not really into skirts or dresses too much. But I think statement pair of trousers, and if they're comfy, can be dressed up or dressed down. And they can be so reliable when.
Do you have a favourite pair of statement trousers? No?
No, I don't have a favourite pair. I have a few favourite pairs.
Okay, cool.
I think in a bright colour.
So what's one thing you think you couldn't live without in your wardrobe, or would you go for statement trousers?
Oh, one thing I could live without. Turtleneck.
Turtleneck?
I wear them underneath or on top of
Yeah.
everything, so I wear turtleneck all the time. I've got like mesh ones, loads of different colours.
Yeah.
I think,
One for every occasion.
Yeah, they're nice to go, like, I put little bralettes on top of them,
Yeah.
or sometimes we put like a thick jumper on top of it.
So would you say you've got any favourite designers or artists that have really influenced your work?
A lot of designers constantly influence my work. I like try and research what they're doing all the time. Obviously, I see the collections every time of year.
Yeah.
Catwalk, sorry, every time they come a year. But I think, without trying to sound too, I don't know, ordinary or typical, but Comme des Garçons is like probably one of my favourites.
Yeah.
They're just so amazing. But I think, just everything they do, I think it's so lovely.
So what do you plan to do after graduation? Because obviously it's in a few months and we're kind of looking ahead now. So what's your plans?
I think just get a job.
Yeah.
Move out. Learn to drive.
Yeah. So in terms of jobs, is there any kind of role that you're really passionate about?
Yeah, fashion design, really boring.
Design.
I feel like I've been so typical, but fashion design, just want to do that.
So any brands that really stand out to you? Or
not really. I think no. I'm happy to work up.
Yeah.
And pay my dues a little bit. I think I'm quite comfortable with the process that I know that I'm going to have to experience. So I'm just thinking, I just want a job.
Yeah. Well, you'll get there.
Thank you.
So going back to your collection, how has it changed from the beginning of the year up until now?
I'd say in terms of the whole thing and like my technique more than anything, it's become way more of a sculptural process than just drawing like a 2D design. You know, it's become looking at the garment from all different angles, and especially with the TR pattern cutting, you get to look at it. You're moulding a garment into its shape and then making it. So I think, that's how it's developed, definitely.
Do you see it changing much more between now and the show?
Definitely.
Or? Definitely,
yeah. It's every time I make a garment, it changes, and then it changes again. So definitely.
So would you say overall that you're happy where your collection stands right now?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I think as a designer, you're constantly designing. I think it'd be bad not to.
Yeah.
So I'm just
see the change as a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what can we expect to see in your collection at the show?
My collection's like quite earthy, muted, soft colours with like soft natural fabrics.
Yeah.
And everything. The idea is that I want everything to coincide with each other. So when you see all 6 collection, you get this sense of community that I'm trying to express.
Okay. So just finally, what are you most looking forward to about the show? Is it seeing your collection, or is it having people like specific
You know what?
people?
I think I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's collection walk down the catwalk. I mean, I was a dresser last year and I actually cried when I saw everybody's collection walk down, because I know how much effort and work they put in. So I can't even imagine how I'll be when I see all of my friends and their collection, because I know how much work everyone's put in, and just going to be so proud.
Yeah. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
That's it for another episode of Designer Talks. Make sure you're following all our social media accounts for updates.